Welcome to Top Amazing Fact. The 10 scariest insects in the world. The first one may lose his life if you touches it. Today we gonna talk about scary insects. You may never be able to name it. But chatting, my body started to itch for no apparent reason. But today we are going to introduce these little guys. It's not just as simple as making your skin itchy. Some may touch it lightly. It will kill you. The best in the world today. Let's take a look with everyone the 10 most dangerous insects in the world. How dangerous they are far beyond your imagination. 10. Cat caterpillar. You read that right. I didn't write it wrong either. Its name is cat caterpillar. Cat caterpillars are the larvae of the southern velvet moth elm, oak tree usually found in America. Or living in a sycamore tree. Feed on the leaves of these trees. From the appearance, cat caterpillars are like clumps of cat hair. Looks like a harmless person. But if you accidentally touch it or touch it with any part of your skin, then it will definitely make you unforgettable forever. These soft hairs you see now, in fact, they are all poisonous stings after contact. You will quickly feel burning and swelling and blisters. What follows is a bone-deep pain. Even painkillers may not be effective based on expert advice. If you accidentally touch a cat caterpillar, don't hesitate. Hurry to the hospital and have the sting removed. Take responsibility and you will feel the most terrible pain in your life. 9. Bull ant bee. But don't underestimate it. This little guy looks like an ant. Although its average body length is only 1.9 centimeters, but if you accidentally get pricked by the thorns on its tail, I think it will hurt you to heaven. That's right, this is the ant bee known as the cow killer in the world. In Coyote Peterson's documentary it was also introduced specifically. The description here is also very unforgettable. He said if you are not careful, stepped on a bull ant and wasp with bare feet, you can't crush it because when you are about to come into contact with it, it immediately contracts the abdomen and shrinks into a ball shape. After that you are stabbed by its giant needle. In this documentary, he personally tested the effects of being stung by bull ants and wasps. A large area of redness and swelling appears immediately where the sting occurred. This was followed by severe pain that lasted for 30 minutes. This is really precious videos shot at the risk of one's life. As ordinary people, it's better to be careful. After all, the venom released by the bull ant and bee venom stings contains. The median lethal dose, LD50, is as high as 71 milligrams per kilogram. I mean, in the experiment, a dose of toxic substance that would kill more than half of the subjects tested. And this dose of bull ants and wasps able to easily kill 4 adult white rats. If a human is stung multiple times, if first aid treatment is not provided within 2 hours, they will sleep forever. 8. Asian giant hornet. This friend is different from the previous one. Asian giant hornets in the insect world. He's quite a big guy, 5 centimeters long. The syringe-like poisonous needle is also 0.6 centimeters long. It's really scary in nature. They are definitely not a good thing. They known for eating bees. Dozens of bumblebees just spend a few hours can easily tear apart a honeycomb. They originated in Asia, already across the ocean, invading places like the United States. Caused a lot of trouble for people. Although the Asian giant hornet is not very aggressive, but it gets stuck behind someone's back, there is still a fatal risk. Their LD50 is 6 milligrams per kilogram, already equivalent to the venom of some poisonous snakes. According to research, the venom they release to the human body can quickly lead to kidney failure, life-threatening, even if you are lucky enough to save a life. I also have to experience several weakness for several days. Very uncomfortable. 7. European black bee. Skilled beekeeper generally, bees will not give up on a certain kind of bee easily. The European black bee may be an exception. They are a group of violent people. Easily disturbed by light. The yield is also not as good as many other bee species. There are many disadvantages to farming, not easy to feed and manage. But perhaps there's a more important factor: they love to sting, and their stings are highly toxic. According to the experimental conclusion, European black BLD 50 up to 2.5 mg/kg after a person is stung. Symptoms of nasal congestion, cramps, and low blood pressure may occur. Although, from a theoretical perspective, a person has to be stung 100 times will really die. But in fact, every time I get stung, it's all Schrödinger stings. Because, you never know, this sting will it cause you severe hypotension? And then give you a fatal shock. Life advice: if you want to eat their honey, better go to the supermarket to buy it. 6. Monarch butterfly. The monarch butterfly may be the world's most famous butterfly. There are two reasons here. One is because the emperor butterfly is very beautiful. The color of the whole body is very gorgeous, known as the most beautiful butterfly in the world. Second, because the emperor butterfly is the only migratory butterfly. They fly thousands of kilometers to central Mexico every year. To escape the severe cold in North America. This habit is unique among insects, however, usually beautiful things. They all have the attribute of can only be viewed from a distance but not played with. According to biologists at Loyola University, Maryland, David Rivers says, this dazzling-looking monarch butterfly, the body actually contains highly toxic substances. Monarch butterfly toxin disrupts nervous system, interrupt heart contractions. Someone once accidentally ate a monarch butterfly. This was followed by acute heart disease. For example, birds are very smart. When you accidentally swallow a monarch butterfly, it will react quickly and spit it out in time. This is probably the win-win rule of nature. 5. Philippine bumblebee. If the 8th-placed Asian giant hornet shocked you, that its cousin Philippine hornet, maybe it will scare you. According to research, Philippine giant hornet LD50, up to 1 mg per kilogram, more venomous than the Asian giant hornet. When a person is accidentally stung, start twitching immediately. Toxins can affect blood circulation in the body further back. That's right, you're going to die. Fortunately, no Philippine giant hornet has been seen yet cases causing human death. This is because they build a nest in a tall tree, generally inaccessible to humans, and no fool would take the initiative to approach them. 4. Spanish fly. Not all flies are disgusting. For example, this Spanish fly is very beautiful. It's actually a beautiful coleopteran insect, Spanish coriander. Adhering to the principle that the more beautiful, the more dangerous it is. This beautiful friend will produce a highly toxic substance, cantharidin. Eggs used to protect themselves and their offspring from not eaten by predators. In the past, it was found that men who ingested cantharidin, an erection that lasts for a long time may occur. I naively thought this was something good. But in fact, this is the strong irritation of cantharidin and toxicity. Sustained erection is the symptom of cantharidin poisoning. Cantharidin stimulates the urinary tract, result in inflammation. After ingesting cantharidin, you will sow all kinds of painful fruits. Severe mucosal damage and bleeding, permanent kidney damage. The median lethal dose of cantharidin, approximately 0.5 mg per kilogram, can frail human beings. Ingestion of just 10 mg can cause death. What abilities do you want to improve? Let's think of other ways. 3. Fire ants. Fire ants are native to South America, but now it has invaded several other continents widely distributed. Although it is small, it is very dangerous. Many countries have listed it as a species at high risk to public health. LD50 for fire ants is 0.36 milligrams per kilogram. After fire ants sting you, you will start to feel dizzy, nauseous, have a fever, and have low blood pressure, even hallucinations. About 6% of people will die from anaphylactic shock. There have been many reports before that many curious puppies and cows all died after being stung by them. This annoying red fire ant, in addition to harming people and animals, it will also damage electronic equipment in public facilities, bring communications, medical care, and trouble with pest control, etc. We should not underestimate the harm caused by fire ants. Find a more suitable and effective prevention and control methods still have a long way to go. 2. Maricopa harvester ant. Based on data measured in mice, LD50 for harvester ants in Maricopa is 0.12 milligrams per kilogram. Only 12 bites it can kill a big rat weighing 4 pounds. For people, just one Maricopa harvester ant, there is no ability to take away the lives of adults yet. But you are no match for the overwhelming number of people. After being stung, your body will be affected by their unique pheromone signature. And this pheromone will attract more ants to attack you. Until then, the situation is not so optimistic. And if you are unfortunate enough to be stung and also allergic to its venom, that's it, the major systems inside your body, including nervous system, digestive system, and circulatory system, etc., will suffer severe trauma, bleeding, and severe pain that ensues. Each of these may directly endanger your life. 1. Giant silkworm moth. Brazil's Amazon rainforest is largest ecosystem on Earth, have always lived various mysterious and dangerous animals and plants. The giant silk moth seems to have no place in the Amazon rainforest. Not as dangerous as those venomous snakes and big cats. But in the insect world, its strength is the absolute boss. For people, a light touch will be infected by the poison on it. Initially, you will feel the affected area. Symptoms of pain and bleeding. It will then cause fever and vomiting when the situation is critical. Can even cause pulmonary and intracranial hemorrhage and acute renal failure, cause life danger. Statistics show that people who do not receive early treatment, the mortality rate is as high as 34%. There was an 8-year-old boy named Milton Duarte, infected by accidental contact while playing football, but didn't take it to heart. He eventually died of massive hemorrhage 3 days later. If there was serum at that time, then his ending will be different. 0. Cereal leaf beetle. You may not believe it. The insect in front of me is only 0.9 millimeters long. Turns out to be the most terrifying plant killer in the world. Cereal leaf beetles are widely distributed in Asia and Europe. But in recent years, it has also been found in the Americas. This insect often feeds on plants, especially wheat and corn and food crops such as sorghum. If you are on a plant leaf, then saw circles of gnaw marks. That's no doubt, that's what they do. Not only that, they also have super terrifying reproductive abilities. They can reproduce once a year. One time, 130 children were born at the same time. A dozen football teams can be formed at once. But that's not the scariest thing. During leaf beetle breeding, very susceptible to wasp infestation. The wasp likes to spread its larvae injected into leaf beetles. So this tiny insect, it directly became a walking incubator. It's scary to think about it, okay? At all contents of this video, I don't know which of the above 10 dangerous insects or which one creeps you out the most. Please tell us in the comment area below if you like this video. Welcome to like and subscribe, also welcome to share with your friends. Thanks for watching, see you next time.